Well, you're seeing this video. Congratulations, you're here anyway. Now I'm gonna explain why you don't and won't see my videos anymore. Today is finally the day that I get to complain about YouTube. I'm just kidding. It's an important message anyway. So I'm not just gonna preach to the choir and regurgitate the same exact spiel every other creator has made in the past. As this is just an objective conclusion. So yeah, that's it. This channel is dead. It's so dead that Mozart's grave gets more views. And he's still playing. It's so dead that Velma looks like a better investment. It is so dead that my hairline is receding. Wait, is that seriously the last joke I wrote? My channel is literally the exact definition of this meme. There are, as of this atomic second, 1,736,440 subscribers to this channel. 95% of them will not see this video. I guarantee it. Like, not just watch it, will even know it exists. And if this is the first time that you're seeing me or this channel... well, yeah, right. Here's why. ... I'm not here to entertain you today. I'm here to be angry in a professional and statistical way. So,
hold on to your butts.
I did my homework. No, I didn't just go down with the ship all fancy. I monitored it all from day one. Documented every statistical aspect for the last 2 years. Using the audience as test samples, watching every pattern and behavior of everything as it went up and down. And do I have a lot to expose about this friendly little thing called YouTube?
You okay, buddy?
Yes, I'm okay.
Now this isn't gonna be a boring statistical video. I'll sprinkle in some memes to keep your attention on the screen. God, I'm so done with this. Disclaimer! Before anyone whips out the 52 pack of different cards to label me by throughout this video, let me just put it this way. YouTube is its own thing. It's its own boss. And it makes the rules. If you choose to play the game, you have to live by it. And I've accepted that. But it doesn't mean I can't shed a little light on the reality. So I have a whole lot to show. And we're gonna probably hope to cover it pretty quickly. But even if I can't, I really don't care. Because basically, there's no one left to even complain. These are all pieces of data basically transferred straight from my channel. So first thing we need to basically look at to understand the current situation, because there's almost 2 million people subbed to this channel. Now first, what we should look at is the overall subscribers, just to give you perspective of where we're at here. This is not even including the amount that has been lost, just the total gained subscribers. Off to a fairly normal looking start. Now what we're gonna look at is all of the notification subscribers. These are the subscribers that have their notifications set to on for all notifications. And that is just about 300,000. And it looks about linear. It looks pretty straight. But now this is what leads us to the more juicy details here. So now we're gonna look at the actual videos themselves. Now this right here are all the videos that I've posted since December of 2020. This is how many views each one of them received in the first 24 hours. The first 24 hours. And as you can see, the instant first thing you can see is it's looking a little bit a little bit painful. It's kind of just having a hard time. If you did see this video, either from the recommended or from notifications, you're a newer subscriber. And by newer, I mean like you've subscribed within the last 2 to 3 months at most, by just sheer odds. And I'm gonna go into exactly what the proof of that is later on. Now here's the exact same amount of videos, except the amount of views that they got in the first 1 hour. So it's already looking quite a staggering bit different. Now all of a sudden we're seeing quite a little bit of a pattern, but what is this here? Now that is a little bit dicey, okay? Now, lots of times you can have low periods and down periods, but we're gonna go into exactly why this is not the case with this channel. And the first thing that's gonna lead us into that is going to be this right here. This is the amount of total notification views per video for the same period of time. This, just looking at it without any knowledge, may not look that interesting whatsoever. But then if we go back to the amount of subscribers with notifications on, meaning they're supposed to get all the notifications. Meanwhile, right here, it's going up, just like what you would expect as you get more subscribers with notifications on. Had a little bit of a dip right there, but continues going up. But something happens right here, and stuff really starts to just go on a little bit of a vacation. And to really just drive the point home, I put together the same graph right next to each other. This line right here is the amount of notification subscribers, whereas this line is the amount of total views each video gets from notifications, which currently right now is at about 5 to 10,000 views per video from notifications. Something's not really adding up here. But wait! Oh! YouTube takes in consideration a whole lot more things than that, you silly goose. It's like click-through rate, it's like watch time, it's like viewer satisfaction, it's everything, it's all kinds of stuff. I came prepared. So here's the YouTube channel, and here is the total click-through rate for the last 600 to 700 days. The exact same period of time. And it's pretty consistent. As you can see, it's really pretty much consistent. Okay, so what about watch time? Well, here's watch time then. This is the average viewer duration for the last 2 years, for the same period of time. Again, it's looking pretty consistent. All right, what about viewer satisfaction, like to dislike ratio? Okay, well there you go. That's looking fairly consistent as well. Go back here and we see, you know, just about 98, 97% 2 years ago. And now we're looking at, you know, 97, 95, 106, whatever that means. It's looking just about the same, all right? Viewer satisfaction, perfectly great. Watch time, it's happening. Click-through rate, smashing. But views from notifications, ooh, something just ain't adding up. I mean, everything seems to line up, but it just doesn't work. It's like trying to fit a rectangle into a triangle. So, basic math, here we go. I used to make videos like this all the time. I even made a really complicated but yet really well edited video about this exact subject 2 years ago. I'm just gonna do it again. If there's about 300,000 subscribers with all notifications on, 70% of all of the subs, even with all notifications on to this YouTube channel, never see any of the videos. So one day in November of 2021, someone hit me up on Discord saying, hey, I haven't seen any of your videos show up my recommended in the last couple of months. Have you been uploading? I have all notifications on. So I said, wow, that's weird. So I did an experiment. Yes, I made 10 YouTube accounts, 10 whole accounts, subbed them to my channel. I know, I'm basically sub-botting. And I set all of the subscribers, all of those accounts to all notifications. So there's absolutely no excuse. And every single notification from every single video that I would receive, I jotted down every single week. And this is what the graph looks like. So this is weekly notifications from those 10 accounts. So already it's looking kind of like a little suspicious here. Something seems to be a little fishy. I don't know what it is. Here's the amount of videos I produce in this exact period of time, right? You see? And something's not adding up. So of course there's 10 accounts here, and considering I've averaged for this entire period of time about 2 videos a week, each account should, on average throughout this whole period of time, be getting about 20 notifications per week. Instead, we see that it started out with that, and now it gets about 4 notifications across these 10 channels with all notifications on. Meaning, out of all of the videos I produce, only 4 channels even get 1 notification. Seems legit to me. But as if that wasn't enough, I made another experiment. I took just 1 account to basically just subscribe to myself, turn on notifications, and then just let that account sit and see how many of my videos would be recommended to it over that same period of time. Here is the results of that. So basically every single day I would refresh the page, the homepage of YouTube, sign into this account, and I would just see how many times my video would show up there. Every single week I would jot down that data. And this is what the result looks like. It's all really starting to line up now. Everything's normal, but yeah, ooh, ouch. So what's the answer? Because, you know, when a question presents itself, it calls for an answer. Well, funny you should mention that, because here's the even better part. As if all of this was still not ridiculous enough, here's just the crescendo of stupidity, I guess. Watch. Because if we just take a look at this account and how many times Mr. Beast's videos were recommended to it on the homepage, a channel it was never subscribed to, overlaid to mine, which it was subscribed to, we get this. Mr. Beast is blue. I'm green. How do I put this? Hello? I'm feeling really special. I'm feeling really loved. And of course, the final piece of data that we haven't looked at yet, which I think is probably the most important, obviously, total sponsorships. And yeah, that's looking about accurate. Well, I kind of wanted to figure out why. Because at the end of the day, this was my livelihood. This was the thing that I made a living off of, used to. And I just wanted to know why all of a sudden, nah, you can't have that anymore. So, the funniest thing, now, it's not really that funny, and I don't really know how to really express this, or my emotions or feelings about this. It's just kind of too much for me to handle now. You're just gonna have to buckle yourself in for this one. When we put all of this together, the same period of time, the same data all into, and we average it out, this is the exact thing that we get. I noticed something very peculiar about this. I was noticing it when I was actually looking at Google, the owner of YouTube, Google's stock price. So far, none of this stuff has really been adding up, right? You know, lots of this seems to not really add up. All of this seems to be a little bit sus. And especially this stuff, you know, I just wanted to, you know, it's just not making sense. But when I did this, well, I mean, you could just see it for yourself. You don't even have to take it from me. Alright. Now it's starting to add up. Now it starts to make sense. And if you don't believe me, you could just see it for yourself. Overlaid to everything. To all of this. To this. To this. To this. Everything. It's all right here. If you still don't believe me, we could take a look at this a little bit more in depth. Here's the exact same thing, and here is Google's stock. The stock. And I don't know if I'm just going crazy, but does it not look like every single exact movement of Google stock is quite literally the exact level of success of this YouTube channel? It's actually so ridiculously close that I'm like literally in the Twilight Zone. What conclusions do we draw from this? The entire outcome of success that you can have on this platform is quite literally based off of the financial status of a Fortune 500 company. Their little mechanisms behind the scene is not programmed to just, you know, give the viewers the best video to watch in order to keep them on the website for the longest period of time. What makes the money? 1.7 million people subscribed to this channel because they wanted to watch more videos, and this is the result. This is the reason. I am nothing but the result of bad stonks. The saddest part about it is that this is how all of this works, and yet so many people go out on YouTube, have their livelihoods taken away from them, and they think it's their fault. So you will not see any of my videos anymore. And you won't see them probably until Google decides, we're making enough money. We'll let you, you know, have your hard-worked videos be shown to people, you know, who already wanted to see them in the first place, but we don't give a damn. So if you want to start your own channel, well, all I can say is take this into consideration. Anyways, I'm done rambling. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. I will continue to make videos, probably on average once every single week. Until the next time, whenever that will be, I'll see you then, you'll see me. Goodbye.